Alright, we're back. We're playing some Ghostface. It has been a while. But we have been under the weather, so we're gonna try to dive right in, with the commentary here, and we're just gonna take a look at what we are doing here in this commentary. We're on Midwich, probably one of my favorite maps. Oh, and we can just dive right in with the chase here with Nicolas Cage. He does seem like he kind of ran into me. And this is one of the strengths of Ghostface. I definitely love that about the character. Maybe he had balance. He kind of flew pretty far from that one drop alone, so he probably does have balanced landing. He does go for the vault. We do have to break this wall down because we did not have a chance to actually, get that. So of course he's going to break this. Going to drop this pallet. I can break it as well. Activate our nice trial to try to catch him off guard with that. We are kind of running around in the corrupted area, which is unfortunate, but we do want to at least try to get it down as soon as possible. He is going to run to the next pallet. This one is not that safe. We do end up getting stunned there, which is what we want. We want to keep wasting his time, try to force him to stay on the right side while we break the pallet, or just keep him there as long as possible so he doesn't make a lot of distance. Now he does run to yet another area here. He will make that vault. Trying to go in for the body block as well. The other one's just kind of scrambling around. It doesn't seem like they're doing any gens. We're going to use what we've collected from Nicholas to then switch over to Renato, because now he's running into areas that are completely out of pallets. He does decide to vault off the window there. We're going to take that as a way to break line of sight, activate our Night Strider. We're going to come right back in here. We have our perk ready. We definitely break the pallet, knock him down, and then we were able to get a lot of pallets out the way, a lot of pressure. And if they were working on any gens, I could have also had jolt value, but they weren't on any gens. We were diving right into the chase very quickly. So now we can make our way back up the stairs to then try to apply pressure somewhere else. So this will be, I guess you can say, an educational commentary for a lot of the new Ghostface players. I haven't really done one in a while, so I thought I'd come back. And for anybody wondering, the purpose of the educational commentary is to review my gameplay to see where I went right, where I went wrong, and how I can improve as a player, and so can the viewer as well. Now, because they're not really working on any gens, I figure I have time to just be able to try to cut off their angle. No matter where they come from, I'll be able to know. So it seems like they're slowly kind of walking in here, so I want to get a little bit closer and try to get the stalking in, either if they try to come from the window or the side, which of course is going to go for the window. So you want to get as much stalking in as you possibly can. It seems like he must have spotted me there, because he somehow made it back around, but I was able to at least cut off an angle here because we're going to block the door. So the only choice we have is to come from the window. Now, because like I've said, they're not really doing any gens, you want to try to force him to try to go for the vault. If he does try to go for the save, we'll be able to one-shot him anyway. And it seems like he's the only one that actually wants to stay here. We want to try to block off any free angles here so we can try to get this guy out of the game as soon as possible. Now, we do see Dania here, which are going to hit her. She's just going to stand there like a clown. We're going to knock her down. And now we can shift our focus toward Renato. The Michaela wants to take a hit as well. That's completely fine. We can just ignore Nicholas because he's essentially one-shot. He's going to try to waste the pallet. It really looked like the knife went into Renato there, but it just didn't. But that's okay. We got a free pallet out of it, and then of course he's going to try to go for the body block. So now, because I already 99'd him from earlier, now we're able to go ahead and chase him down. He has no choice here. We do want to try to get the knockdown on him. He should have went through the pallet instead of going around it, so now he goes down. We just blew up 2 gens for 8% and got a free hook out of it. And now we have Renato, who is on death hook. And we can pretty much shift our focus to going to him, as well as anybody, because everybody's injured. They're going to have to take the time to heal. And then Jolts will also then continue to activate because they are going to be injured. It will be knocked down. So now we know that they're on this side of the map. So hooking him in this area will allow me to apply pressure from all the gens and the hook at the same time. And because they don't know exactly where I'm at, we're going to just, clear up the area of the walls. They do end up getting the save. Regardless of who I go after, we'll apply the most pressure. Now, we do want to see who went for the save, but it doesn't seem like they're in the area. We're going to try to mark Nicolas Cage there, because we know for a fact that He may get healed in the process, so when we have him about 99, the heal will pretty much mean absolutely nothing. Now, because I have map knowledge, I'm able to cut him off in this area, and he just runs right into me. I think he understood that his time was up, and he does decide to rage quit. So that right there, now we have the Nicolas Cage on second hook, and somebody else also on death hook, so it pretty much works out in my favor. We have plenty of survivors ready to die, and then we have this one who's also in chase now. So we are playing quite well, pretty much the smartest we can possibly play it at. Really not playing too fair, because obviously playing fair does not benefit you as a killer player, unfortunately. Because obviously if you're going against really smart survivors that are trying to sweat the match, you may not be able to have a lot of fun dealing with that. It comes to territory, she just run into me, and then we knock her straight to the ground. Now, off the bat, we applied a lot of pressure. They're still at 5 gens, and with Jolt, we're still being able to make a lot of gens explode, regress, and stuff like that. We can take out this totem. And we have a lot of pressure very early. We're going to break this wall down as well, just to make sure everything's nice and open for me. It seems like he wants to. I was trying to lean off the locker there, because it would have been an easy option to do so. But it was the bot, so the bot always will know where you are. Now, this guy should not have stayed on the gen. And now, because he decided to stay there, now we're going to be able to take him out of the game and apply the maximum amount of pressure, basically guaranteeing that we at least get 1 kill out of it, as well as the fact that, we're able to take somebody out of the game. Now, I don't know why he's pre-dropping the pallet. Regardless of his little shimming he's doing is really not going to save him, because he goes for a save for pretty much no reason. We just got another Jolt proc, and then now we just get somebody out of the game, so saving them was probably the dumbest decision they could have made. And it pretty much applies only free pressure for me. We're going to break down this wall as well, just to make it a lot easier for me. And then we can go ahead and just activate our shroud, because they do rely on the red light. For some reason, I'm getting revealed behind walls and shit, and this is the confusing thing about playing Ghostface, is the fact that you can go against them as a survivor. So you're playing survivor, you can magically not reveal them when they're standing out in the open, but you can be behind walls and get revealed. I really find that kind of strange. Now, I am going to be chasing this bot here. We already know the bot plays extremely optimally. But we are going to try our best to get them out of the game as soon as possible, because the bots, albeit it's still being a bot, we do still want to get rid of them, just because, it's a free kill, and we can apply even more pressure, because bots can still do generators and whatnot, so it would just be best to take them out of the game as well, and just get our free kill. So that's 2 kills already, and we're still at 5 gens. We did proc Jolt a couple of times, so there's no real way they'll be able to really get any gens done at this point. It's a complete slaughter, and that's due to the fact that we're playing smart. We're using our Night Shroud to close gaps, and we're not trying to put all our focus into just stalking, because obviously, we show, our skill through the way that we play. We don't really need everyone to be one shot. We don't play afraid of the survivors, because we are the killer role. We don't need to be afraid of a survivor. And that's just my play style. I play it very aggressively. This is the way that I enjoy it. I find that to be the most fun. I'm not the type of player to hide and barely be really concerned with being revealed. Now, I've gotten comments before that will say, "Oh, how come you don't run add-ons that involve revealing?" Now, the reason for that is that there's just other add-ons that are just much more effective. I don't know what the hell she was doing, so I just kind of waited. I was hoping that she would try to reveal where her teammate is. It doesn't seem like she wants to do that. They just like to waste a lot of time. But to get back onto topic, so obviously, yeah, this kid's getting completely outplayed. Oh my god. You've won the match when survivors start doing this nonsense. Now, I did spot the scratch marks on the Michaela, and that's exactly who we want, because we don't need the one that's ratting to get away. We want to make sure that everyone dies, and we're going to make sure we hit her so she can't complete her glyph. We tell them, no, you're not doing that. We knock her stupid ass to the ground. Tell them, no, you're not completing that challenge. You don't get to do anything like that. So, as I was saying, before the survivors rudely interrupted me. The reason I don't run these add-ons is mainly for the fact that it's just there's better add-ons that are more effective for how I play and what works for me. I like to run Philly, so stocks are really quick, just to the point. Don't want to waste too much time doing that. And then obviously I want to run the Alston's Wallet because I'm going to keep breaking pallets. It all kind of chains together in this nice little harmony in the build that involves using, you know, Spirit Fury Enduring as well as the Alston's Wallet and stuff like that, so we always have our power ready to go. And it's a wonderful thing. So, it's a great thing. Unfortunately, they did get off the hook there because behavior will never let anything rock. So we got to knock them down and start chasing Michaela down because they want to give them the 4% even though everyone is already on the hook. I think that's a little bit ridiculous. They already kind of lost the game. There's literally a point of no return, but the game will still give them some kind of chance. Even though it's really unnecessary, I just don't think it's really, I think it should just be an automatic death. And now we're wasting extra time. Now, because of Spirit Fury Enduring, I don't know if she panicked there, but she kind of, I think she definitely panicked there because she started flying into a corner there. But yeah, the build that I run is honestly my favorite build. I think it's the build that works for me the most. I find that to be the most enjoyable, the most fun to play as. And that's what works for me. If you want to run other builds, then that's why I've been trying to do build reviews for you guys so that we can kind of test out other builds to see what I would enjoy to play, but also to kind of see if there's anything I can definitely add to my arsenal to try to, you know, have different kinds of builds, even though this build is the most consistent. And that's what I try to strive for with builds and stuff like that. But I'd like to thank you for watching. If you made it this far, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and do all the YouTube things for more Ghostface content. Definitely, you know, have a good one, and definitely stay tuned for the Ghostface guide that will come in due time. We obviously just need more time to put everything together. With that being said, you know, definitely hope you guys enjoyed, and have a good one.